Sōseki Natsume's novel Botchan 1906, drawing in part from his own experiences as a teacher on a remote Japanese island, captures a turbulent period in Japan when rapid urban modernization clashed with traditional rural life. The narrator, Botchan, a nickname meaning young master, recounts episodes from his Tokyo childhood, marked by recklessness and its consequences. He leaps from the second story of his school, slices his thumb to test a new penknife, and quarrels with a schoolmate, even damaging a neighbor's garden in the process. His father openly disapproves of him, and after his mother's death, his older brother, favored for his diligence and seriousness, blames Botchan, convinced that his wild behavior contributed to her early death. Rather than submit to such judgment, Botchan develops a stubborn independence which earns the admiration of his only childhood friend Kiyo, the family's elderly servant. Kiyo encourages Botchan's individuality, rewarding him with treats and small gifts of money, and gives him the name Botchan. After Botchan's father dies, his brother decides to sell the family home, giving Botchan enough money to support himself and complete his education before departing. Left to his own devices, Botchan flounders as a student, choosing to study science and math on a whim and barely graduating. With modest grades and no influential connections, the best teaching post he secures is on the distant island of Shikoku in the village of Matsuyama, far from the sophisticated, fast-changing Tokyo. On arrival, Botchan is struck by what he perceives as the backwardness of the village and scorns its rituals of respect, offending its more traditional citizens. Badger, the school's headmaster, greets him with a lecture on setting a moral example for students, expecting Botchan to moderate his behavior both in and out of the classroom. Insulted, Botchan realizes he cannot live up to what he sees as an artificial standard and offers to resign immediately. Badger, taken aback, admits he anticipated Botchan would merely go along with the formality and never truly expected compliance. The lecture was ceremonial, not prescriptive. Botchan soon meets the other teachers, Mr. Hata, nicknamed Porcupine for his spiky hair, the English teacher, whom he dubs Squash, and the head teacher, Redshirt. He quickly learns that Redshirt and Squash vie for the attention of a beautiful local woman, Madonna, and that the staff have split into rival factions supporting one or the other. Initially uncertain where to align, Botchan soon decides that Redshirt, a pompous yet superficial figure, is undeserving and allies himself with Porcupine and Squash. In the classroom, Botchan is mocked for his Tokyo accent and urban manners, and the students play tricks on him, challenging his authority. Outside, Redshirt manipulates the staff, forcing unsupportive teachers into distant posts under the guise of promotion, and stages a street altercation that frames Porcupine and Botchan, compelling Porcupine to resign. Incensed, Botchan and Porcupine plot revenge. Following Redshirt from a notorious tavern after a night spent with a geisha, they confront him. Redshirt, defiant, claims there is no proof of wrongdoing. Recognizing the truth of this, Botchan and Porcupine resort to physical retribution, beating him and his companion. Following the confrontation, Botchan writes and mails his resignation, then heads to the harbor to return to the mainland. Back in Tokyo, he secures a new position and hires Kiyo once more as his servant. Together they live contentedly until Kiyo's eventual death, when Botchan ensures she is buried in the family plot. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.